For the past year, I have been really debating the way that social media should play, what kind of role it should play in my life. It's been a part of my life since high school. That's when Facebook became big and everyone had it, and it was just a great way to communicate with people and stay in touch because I had traveled, and it was a way to stay in touch with people. And we are humans. We're wired to need each other. We're wired to need connections with other people. And so it's such a great resource. But in the last few years, I have felt that it has started to play a different role in my life. As I would get on Facebook or Instagram and start having feelings of jealousy come up of what other people had and what other people were doing and comparing their best to my very worst. And it was just bringing a lot of divisive feelings or feelings towards people that I actually really like, and they're some of my best friends, but I would see something they'd post and I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I like them anymore. And it was just like this really confusing place for me to be. And I remember this person speaking, they said, really decide what's worth your time and what's not worth your time. And becoming a mom was a huge impact on my life, and Facebook, social media just didn't seem like it fit there anymore. But yeah, I still felt like I was missing out on sharing, my life with loved ones, and loved ones sharing their life with me, since I've traveled, we've moved from state to state, and it's hard to keep connected. So it's been a really confusing, and you may be feeling these same type of emotions of this conflict of social media and how it should play in your life. And so this isn't going to be my usual posts about mental health, but I do think it plays a huge part in mental health because, every time I would get on social media, it was negatively impacting me and my family because of my thoughts and feelings I was having while on it. And was that because of social media or was that because of me? And so I've really done some digging, and this is the conclusion I came up with, and I think this could really help you. Although social media is a virtual place, it's a place we connect virtually with friends and family everywhere and strangers on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whichever you use. I've decided, even though it's virtual, you need to really look at it as you're stepping into a room. And is this a room that you want to be in or your family to be in? And is this room so enticing that it's worth stepping out of the room with your family? Because as I know, when you're on that virtual place scrolling, you're not connecting to those closest to you. And so I've really had to take a step back, really monitor what rooms I'm willing to walk into and which ones I'm not. And Facebook wasn't one I wanted to be in anymore. It was a room that I walked into and I felt hated. I felt targeted. I felt argumentative with anything I said or did. It just became a really contentious place, and that's not a room I'm willing to be in. Instagram has always felt positive to me. It's been a positive place to share my thoughts and my feelings with others, and so it's a room I'm willing to be in. But I have to be selective of when I'm willing to walk into that room. Like now, my daughter is taking a nap, so I feel like it's a room I can walk into for a short amount of time to be able to connect with others, connect thoughts and feelings, but also be able to step away and connect with my daughter and my husband, because those are the most important people to me. So this virtual world is great and it's wonderful, and I'm not trying to say anything negative, but I think if you think of it as a physical room you're willing to walk into, and would you walk into a room that's saying, you're stupid, how could you think that, how can you believe that, you're so stupid, and like the the algorithms are meant to be, the things that Facebook shows you are things that you don't agree with because they're trying to create anger in you. So you just have to decide. And obviously you can change and switch things up to make your social media a better place for you. And I really encourage you to do that. I really have had to take a look at who I follow, who follows me, who comments on my stuff. And you can edit all of that, set boundaries in your social media just like you would do in your life. It's healthy. I felt better about myself. I felt better about my family. But I still have to do checks. Is this a room I'm willing to walk into and to be away from the room that I am physically in?